We are all engrossed with the Edo State forthcoming election, and right here, there are some leaders who have assessed the candidates of the All Progressive Congress and the candidates of the People's Democratic Party, which we have Pastor Iyamu of the APC, and we have Governor Godwin Obaseki of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. And here are some of the comments of these leaders. I'm very sure you want to know who these leaders are that have decided to assess the chances of Godwin Obaseki and that of Iyamu. Yes, details of all of these I'll bring to you shortly, but before then, you know that this is Saffron Media, where we give you trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria, and more especially in the area of politics. And right here, if you are just joining us for the first time, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime we drop a new video. Okay guys, I know you're eager and waiting to see and hear who these leaders are and what they think about these two candidates. Okay guys, without further ado, let us dive right into the details of this report. I says on the 18th of July 2020, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) published a final list of candidates for the September 19 governorship election in Edo State. According to the list, 14 political parties will be fielding candidates for the election. The list revealed that 12 out of the 14 governorship candidates were male. It is also showed that only 2 of the deputy governorship candidates were females. With that, the stage was set for the political battle for the soul of Edo State among the parties and the candidates. Going by the current voters registers in the state, a little less than 2 million eligible voters are expected to file out next month to decide who will govern the state after November 12, 2020. When the current 4-year term of Governor Godwin Obaseki will end, but not a few observers of the politics of the state have been given the election away as straight contest between the two frontline political parties, that is the All Progressive Congress (APC) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP). While Governor Godwin Obaseki is the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Pastor Iyamu is running on the platform of the All Progressive Congress. This position is based, among other factors, on the results of past elections held in the state since 2007. Also, since the commencement of campaigns, the candidates of the two political parties have been the most visible, dominating the political scene across the state, while the presence of the other 12 other political parties and their candidates is barely felt as the day of the election draws nearer. The media space has been taken up by these two candidates and their political parties. It is also convenient to say that the All Progressive Congress and the People's Democratic Party, in comparison to the 12 other political parties, have the highest number of supporters across the state. Bright Idemudia is the chairman of the Coalition of Local Government Observers, COLEO, and a pro-democracy activist. According to him, the September governorship race is definitely for either APC or PDP to win. Though we have 14 political parties cleared for the election, I can tell you the race is just a two-horse race between APC and PDP. Look around you all over Edo, you will see that the voters have not really been presented with more alternatives for reasons the other parties will have to explain to us all. They have left the entire space for the candidates of the two leading political parties, he lamented. If the two leading candidates are sure that the voters have alternatives to either of them, they will spend more time discussing issues and convincing the people of Edo State than fighting. But the sad reality is that beside APC and PDP in the state, in the last 12 years, there appears to be no other serious political party, Idemudia added. The governorship contest in Edo State in September, aside being a rematch between two familiar combatants, also features a quest swapping of roles. The incumbent governor Godwin Obaseki will on September 19 for the second time be contesting against the man he defeated back then in 2016, Iyamu. But this time, they do have exchanged platforms with Obaseki, the incumbent governor who got elected in 2016 as the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, now the PDP flag bearer, while Iyamu, who ran on the platform of the PDP 4 years ago, has parted ways with his former party and is today the candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC). Ironically, in their first contest in 2016, the governor Adams Oshiomhole was the major force Godwin, behind Godwin Obaseki against Iyamu before, during, and after the 2016 election. Oshiomhole mounted a fierce resistance against Iyamu's ambition as he toiled vigorously to ensure the eventual victory of Godwin Obaseki, his anointed successor. Today, the situation has changed completely, as the immediate past national chairman of the All Progressive Congress is now the major force behind Iyamu against Obaseki, and he has not left anybody in doubt of his determination to unseat his eastward political protege. Similarly, Oshiomhole and Obi are working hard to explain why they are totally supporting the very same candidate they want the people not to vote for about 4 years ago. Of course, both as politicians have been offering various reasons, but without doubt, some of these developments will impact on the voting pattern of the people already. We have been seeing a lot of across carpeting between the two parties occasioned by the swap. Several factors are expected to determine where the pendulum will swing. For instance, some pundits say Obaseki, as a sitting governor, will benefit from the incumbency factor. To his supporters, he has done enough for him to be re-elected. These may count for him and impact positively on his ambition. Obaseki's achievements, according to those supporting his re-election, set him apart as favored choice in the governorship race. But those opposed to his re-election insist he has not done enough to get another term of 4 years after the expiration of his current term in office. His Royal Majesty Mafotaro Iyoha Oare, the traditional ruler of Onwai in East Akko Central local government area, has stated that Obaseki's performance will earn him his re-election. "We don't need to pray for you. Your impressive performance has already done the prayers," he said. But the Orijua of Ira, Williams Okagwan Momodu too, says for him it is Iyamu. The traditional ruler said is recently, while receiving Iyamu in his palace, that I welcome him as the governor, that his visit there is just to familiarize themselves with the people, and because he's already a chosen one. And when you compare the chances of these two political parties alongside the candidates, former Deputy Governor Reverend Peter Obada said the governorship candidate of the All Progressive Congress, Iyamu, will be elected in September 19 based on the popularity of the party, wide acceptance being enjoyed by the candidates. Edo people became non-existent when Iyamu left, so Obaseki decided to defect to PDP to pick the remnants that Iyamu left. I can assure you that before the September 19 election, Obaseki will look back and will not find his followers. The people who are still making noise, who are still shouting Obaseki today, it is because they know that he has some 3 or 4 months to go, and so the money there must be spent. The contract awarded must be paid for. So before the election, they are going to say, "Wait a minute, we have nothing more to gain from this man. It's time to take our decision." Iyamu is also a planner. He is not looking at today, but tomorrow. So he is building a foundation for coexistence between Muslims and Christians, said by the Reverend Peter Obada. But the chairman of PDP in Edo State, Honorable Tony Aizegbemi, is certain that with Godwin Obaseki as its candidate, the party is back to winning ways in the state. We as PDP family are very excited that Governor Godwin Obaseki actually joined us, and his commissioners, House of Assembly members, council chairman, so many that it is very clear that even to the blind that September 19 is sure victory for the People's Democratic Party. So guys, that is from the leaders, all those that believe it is PDP and it is APC. Well, it's a free choice, and also want to hear from you. whatever you think, who is your candidate. You can also drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye.